Shiny received an invitation to connect on a matrimonial website from a man called Babu. Their preferences matched, so she accepted the request. After chatting on the site for some time, they decided to meet. Babu was a non-resident Indian or NRI who was based in Muscat. When they met in Shiny's hometown, Babu told her that his company would not grant leave twice a year and that if they did not get married now, they would have to wait a whole year until his next vacation. Shiny was apprehensive about getting married to someone she had just met. But her parents told her that it would be difficult for her to find such a good match again as she had crossed 30. They assured her that Babu was the right choice for her as he was only 2 years older than her and had a well-paying job outside India. Shiny decided to place her trust in her parents and agreed to get married to Babu in 2 weeks. Babu stayed on in India for a week after the wedding, and he and Shiny stayed together during this period. He returned to Muscat, promising to apply for Shiny's visa soon after reaching Oman. Weeks passed, but Shiny did not receive the visa. Babu would always tell them that there was an administrative issue at the embassy and promised that he would be able to get the visa ready soon. But after 2 months of the wedding, he stopped calling and even stopped answering their calls. And then they could never connect to his number. Shiny's emails to Babu also went unanswered. Shiny began to understand that her marriage was a sham. NRI marriages refer to marital unions between one person based in India and an NRI, or two people based in India who migrate after marriage, or two NRIs. The NRI in these cases may either be an Indian citizen residing abroad or a person of Indian origin who is a citizen of another country. Several Indian women's families are eager to get their daughters married to men who live abroad due to perceived notions of higher pay grades and more comfortable lifestyles in developed countries. In their eagerness, these families may not do the required background check on the NRI suitor, which can lead to several problems. There are many things that can go wrong with an NRI marriage. As with Shiny's case, a man may marry a woman, spend some time with her and leave, never to see her again. Or he may take her with him and sentence her to mental and physical torture, and she is trapped because she does not have access to a phone or internet, and she does not know the local language of the country in which she lives. There have also been cases of women landing in the country of their husband's residence and not be picked up at the airport. And in several cases, the men involved provide false details about their residence and job in the foreign country, and the woman finds out that she has been duped only after the wedding. In some cases, men forcibly take children away from their mothers too. The Government of India received 5,298 NRI marriage-related complaints between 2016 and November 2019. Most of these were from Punjab, followed by Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. A woman or family that wants to file a complaint in such cases has a few options. If the complainant is in India, the first resort would be to file a police complaint. The investigating officer then decides if the complainant needs to provide a statement or be spoken to further about what has occurred. The second option is to hire a lawyer who can help the complainant navigate through the complex legal systems by helping with the right information about the crime and the legal options available. The National Commission for Women has a dedicated cell for women deserted by their NRI husbands. Such women or their families may contact the cell's helpline for assistance. As for women who are outside India, there is the Madad portal. The central government launched this portal in 2015 to address consular grievances speedily and efficiently. A woman marrying an NRI should get herself registered on Madad, and she may then file a complaint online if the need arises. The Government of India has also empaneled NGOs in some foreign countries like the USA, Qatar, and Australia to provide official assistance to Indian women in distress in these countries. We'll leave a link to this list in the description. Indian courts have often risen in the defense of wronged women in cases of NRI marriage fraud. The Supreme Court of India granted custody of a 35-day-old child to its mother, who came to know after marriage that her NRI husband was already married to another woman. As seen in some cases, Husbands and their families may also be held accountable for acts of cruelty towards their wives in addition to charges of desertion. In a 2006 judgment, the Supreme Court directed to central and state governments that all marriages between Indians must be registered and that the onus of registering NRI marriages rests on state governments. The laws that apply to NRI marriages are mostly the same as the various marriage laws followed in India. Watch our video on Indian marriage laws to gain a better understanding of these. As is the case with most things, with NRI marriages too, prevention is better than cure. So, if someone you know is considering an NRI alliance, do ask them to take the following steps. 1. Get a background check of the groom and his family done through trustworthy sources. 2. Try to arrange for a bank account for the woman in her destination country and always maintain a balance of enough money to help her out in an emergency. 3. Familiarize the woman with the legal system and important laws of her destination country and make sure she has a list of emergency contacts like the local police and Indian consulate there. 4. Insist on keeping in touch with the woman through phone calls, text messages, and emails so that she is not cut off and can inform people back home if she is in trouble. 5. If it is possible, arrange for the woman to learn the local language of her destination so that she can form acquaintances there and seek help if necessary. A lot of the options listed here may seem expensive and therefore not accessible to all. But one thing people looking to move abroad must do is get registered on the Madad portal and remember the login details so that they can directly get the Indian consulate involved. The problem of NRI marriage fraud is complex and layered, and this video is meant to serve as an introduction to it. We'll leave some good resources in the description for you to read through in more detail. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe to Factly and hit the bell icon for updates.